Greetings, and welcome once again to Creepy Ghoul Vision. I am Creepy Ghoul, your host. What I've got here for you guys today, I'm going to be showcasing 3 mini piles of extreme metal stuff that came in this week alone. So let's get to it, shall we? In the background here, we've got some Evan Williams straight up Kentucky bourbon. Straight up! Here's to ya on a Saturday night lockdown in the city of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Okay, so we got some stuff here from Darkness Shall Rise. And we've got some stuff here from Nuclear War. And then over here we've got some stuff from Hells. So let's get started with some Darkness Shall Rise. Check out, these guys are always great for throwing in some flyers and stuff like that, and postcards and stuff. Again, I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. Great way to get into some new bands and some music and stuff like that. And I'll tell you, in case you haven't guessed it already, I love music. I love music. I love physical copies of music. I always have, always will. And that's what it's really all about. I mean, digital is fine. I don't know how I feel about all these download cards being included in the records of today and stuff like that. I mean, I don't think I've ever taken advantage of any, maybe 1 out of 100, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, if something new comes out, like, I'll check it out on YouTube, because let's face it, everything's on YouTube now, and I mean, if I like it, I will seek it out type of thing. But anyhow, let's get to it. Let's get some physical shit. So anyhow, from Darkness Shall Rise, here it is right here. Number 44 out of 100 of these babies. What is it? There you go, right there. I've got this one on LP and I believe CD. The Beharit Complete Works. It's yeah, it's all the stuff. It's complete. It's really good stuff. I highly recommend picking this tape up. It's got just about everything on here. It's a pretty lengthy cassette. There's the cassette right there, clear cassette, and it's this is an official release actually. There it is right there, all official release by Beharit. I also have the T-shirt to this too. I got not too long ago from Hells. Speaking of Beharit, here it is right here. I scooped up the cassette version of Bardo Exist. Bardo. I still say it's a funny word. Look it up. I had to look it up, actually, when I first heard about it. But yeah, it's quite interesting. It doesn't surprise me at all, knowing what I know from Nuclear Holocausto, about Nuclear Holocausto in interviews and whatnot. But anyhow, a new Beharit on cassette, yes. And this is limited as well to 250 copies. My copy is 119. Out of the 250. Quite interesting, actually. And yeah, out of 100 of these made, I'm number 44. It's quite interesting. Wow. Short run. And yet another copy. I think this is my second or third. Actually, it's my third. I think it's my third copy of this Hellhammer's reissue, official reissue by Tom G. Warrior of Apocalyptic Raids EP right there. You know what? And put out by Darkness Shall Rise Productions right there. The limitation on this guy here is 750 copies. Don't know how well you're going to see that. But there it is right there. Now, 3 copies, yeah, okay. 1 for playing, 2 for collection purposes. I'm actually going to slice this one open very carefully with my nail here. Not that I have any nails. But anyhow, I said that there was going to be something very extremely special about this cassette. I mean, in the future, in the near future, in the distant future, I don't know, but something prompted me to grab like 2 additional copies from my original, but there's the actual cassette right there. And let's check out the insert J card. This is actually my first time opening up one of 3 of my copies here. Very, very extremely nice paper. I don't know how many of you guys have gotten this already, but you know already the J card is just spectacular, man. Look at that. And the other side is the Darkness Shall Rise. And there we go, the classic shots we all know. There we go. Very extremely well done with new liner notes from Tom G. Warrior, apparently. Really nice J card. I have no idea what the original even looks like. I'm sure it's nothing as elaborate as this, actually. But plain copy right here, definitely. I mean, by now we probably own this cassette on every format imaginable. LP, a CD, whatever. Yeah, I've actually got the bonsai pressing of this on LP, I believe, from what I remember. But yeah, here we go, on cassette right here. 3rd copy.
Hi, welcome back to 20 Minutes. We're jogging out. Remember to breathe and move your feet to the beat of the music. Come on now. And arms crossed in front. 4 more. 3, 2. Arms crossed across your head. Bring them up.
Okay, so next up, we've got some loot from Hell's actually. That's the nuclear war side. This is the Hell side. So let's check out the latest from Hell's. So let's do some cassettes first. You know, when I'm not listening to punk rock, I'm obviously listening to some black metal, but saw this Anti-Cymex cassette, Country of Sweden. I have this one on LP, I believe, and on CD, but I saw the cassette and I had to scoop it up. Classic release by the band, we all know. There we go. White cassette. Crust punk at its finest, in the vein of early Discharge. Who put this one out? Chainsaw Distro. Okay. Funny enough, it's got the Discogs address here, Chainsaw Distro, Yahoo, email, Facebook. Don't have Facebook. Even to this day, I do not have Facebook. I refuse. I'm not a social media kind of guy. I mean, I've got a blog which I rarely update, or rarely have updated in many years, but and I've got my YouTube channel, Creepy GHOUL Vision. That's about it for me, and I do email, but I don't know how many other people do email, but that's it for me in social media, really. But yeah, Anti-Cymex, definitely. So check this out here. How many of you fuckers remember Jesus Trust? C-H-R-U-S-T. How many of you guys remember this band? They put out like 2 7-inchers, which are next to impossible to find. I know, I've searched for them for years and years and years to no avail. I scooped this one up at Hell's. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, really? Jesus Trust? I've even tried to like get a digital copy on a download from blog spots and whatnot. This shit's hard to get, man. It took me forever and ever and ever to even find it. But yeah, I finally got... This is their entire discography right here. So basically, a bit about this band. They're from the United States. I can't remember exactly where. Philly, I think? Philadelphia. I'm guessing right now. Philadelphia, I think. And these guys were... there was an ex-member, I believe, of Nausea. New York's Nausea in this band. and this is pretty much their discography. Everything they've ever put out. The 2 7-inchers. I think there was a split or something like that. 7-inch. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. But anyhow, it's everything they put out from the 90s, from the early 90s. This was from 2011, 2014, 1990. Anyways, they're around back in like the early 90s. Here it is right here. They're a hardcore noise band. More on the punk rock side, if you ask me. But they were a hardcore punk noise act, and they did it very, very well, actually. Jesus Trust. Rare as hell. Anything by these guys, man. Check it out. Jesus Trust. Yeah. Finally. So I've had this one here in my Hell's wish list for like a while. I figured let me just grab it. I've got some sort of CD copy of it already. Obviously it's a bootleg, but I figured what the hell. Apparently this is the best version on the planet right here. This release right here from Land of the Rising Sun. Is that Land of the Rising Sun? Yep, Land of the Rising Sun, right here. The Day of Darkness Festival with Impaled Nazarene and Beherit, both in their prime there. The Impaled Nazarene side set is really amazing, but maybe it's a biased opinion, but the Beherit side, holy hell! Nuclear Holocaustos whispers are absolutely chilling beyond belief on the Beherit side. So yeah, had to add this one, or this version to my Beherit collection, and Impaled Nazarene as well. I do have some stuff by them. But yeah, there we go right there. And last but not least, from Hell's Headbangers. Now, if it's one guy in the music scene, the hardcore scene, the metal scene, whatever the hell, more on the metal side, I guess, I cannot stand, and I'm sure you might feel the same way too, is Seth Putnam. You already know the name. You already know the band, Anal Cunt. I never ever could stand that freaking band. Never. Seth Putnam makes me sick, man. He makes me freaking sick. Good riddance. Honestly, good riddance. Why Siege? Oh, there we go. Siege. This is everything that this band ever put out on this double LP right here. Let's take a look inside. So inside we've got the booklet. I'll never forget the first time I ever heard these guys. I bought the cassette, the old school cassette with the soldiers on the front. For those of you who remember that, at a local record store called the Record Peddler, which is now, defunct. I don't know, I bought it on a whim, I guess. I don't know, this was like way back when. And it just blew my mind listening to this band. This band was way ahead of its time, man. I had almost never heard anything like it before in my life. The speed, just everything, the aggression. And then I heard Napalm Death's Scum. And I was like, this is the fastest thing I've ever heard in my entire life back then. It just blew my mind. But anyhow, here's the gatefold. Now, I probably own the entire Siege discography, like a whole bunch of shit, cassette, tapes, CD, whatever the hell. And I said, this is it. I mean, why would you get anything else after this? Classic black wax right there. This is everything right here. This is everything that you will need and want buy this band. Unfortunately, yeah, because it's their discography, the Seth Putnam crap is on here. So side A, B, C, and D. There you go. Both classic black waxes. Virgin. I haven't played these as yet, but there we go. Yeah, good riddance, Seth Putnam, man. I'm sorry to say. I mean, I watched that documentary. What was it called? Grindcore or something like that. I don't remember. It's not too long ago. And they showcased some anal cunt and Seth Putnam and stuff like that. I'm like, this guy's a frigging douche, man. I never even liked anal cunt, ever. I mean, yeah, I know they were back then. They helped start the crap, but I mean, doesn't mean shit. Really, doesn't mean fuck all. But anyhow, there we go. There's the back. You can't really see it because of the colors, the color variations there, the black and silver. But check it out. That's Siege's complete discography. These guys were a punk hardcore band. And there we go. Simple as that. It's got everything on here. The Drop Dead 84, the Cleanse of Bacteria compilation tracks, the Lost Session with Seth Putnam on vocals, then the Session 2016. I regret not seeing these guys, actually. I think when they came to Toronto, this was many years back. I don't know what happened there, but anyways, I didn't end up seeing them. Probably because it wasn't the original lineup at all, but anyhow. Yeah, so there we go. That was the Hell's Headbangers. No, yes, Hell's Headbangers stack right there.
Keep going. 4 more. 3, 2, and double it up. And walk it out. 4, 3, swing the arms up. Swing them up. Bend the knees slightly as you reach up. Straighten the legs.
All right, so we got some Nuclear War Now loot here that I'm going to showcase for you guys. First up, we got some Extreme Noise Terror Retribution. The Retribution album put out on Earache, I believe. Am I right? Yeah, I remembered that. It was Earache. I was very fortunate to see these guys play in Toronto a few years back. I actually filmed the entire show, which is on my YouTube channel. Check it out. Nuclear War had the Retribution CD, and I decided to scoop it up because I don't have... sorry, the cassette. So I don't have the cassette. I did get this on CD when it first came out back in the day. I can't remember if I have it on LP or not. I just don't remember. I've got so many LPs. But yeah, this is a decent release. I mean, it was them coming back and pretty much doing all the old songs with the new lineup. And in all honesty, I own just about everything Extreme Noise Terror put out. And I couldn't even tell the difference, man. It was as if they never left. The songs all sounded the same, even Dean's vocals. Rest in peace, Phil Vane. Great freaking band. Got the cassette. Yeah. Alright. So, check this out. All Jap, no crap. And I'll never forget that. Back many moons ago, we're talking back in the 90s here, probably the mid-90s, if I had to guess, a friend of mine, an ex-bandmate, had made me a couple cassettes, compilation cassettes of Japanese punk hardcore. We're talking like the Cums, Jism, Lip Cream, SOB, I can go on forever, really. And he titled it, All Jap, No Crap. That stuck with me all these years, man. And I then ventured into the world of Japanese punk rock and hardcore. Great shit. With that being said, Jism, I've heard people pronounce this band G-I-S-M. I've heard them pronounce it so many ways. Gism, G-I-S-M, whatever the hell. It's Gism. Okay? It's Gism, G-I-S-M. It's pronounced Gism. I've even heard the band say that. It's Gism. Okay? In their Japanese accent. Okay, Gism. It's what you do all over your girl. Anyhow. the official 100% first time ever official, weird, eh? Release of the Detestation album right here. I own an early copy of this, uncensored with the swastikas and all. Now, the re-release of this, this is 110% official by the band, put out on Relapse Records. Surprise, surprise, really. Who else would put this out, really? I'm even shocked that Relapse would touch it, but anyhow. There it is right there, the Detestation album, right there on cassette. I've got the LP and the CD on the way right now as we speak type of thing. I figured, what the hell, you know what I mean? Great freaking album, classic Japanese punk rock right here. And you know what? A lot of people will call these guys a metal band. No, to me they were more on the punk rock side than the metal side. Punk rock with metal influence, yeah, I mean, mixed opinions probably, but anyhow. The new album, a friend of mine brought it to my attention, and when he asked me if I was going to grab it, I said, well, I already have it, not knowing too much about the re-release. But he also mentioned that it was censored. I'm like, in what way? And he goes, minus the swastikas. I'm like, oh, interesting, in this day and age. Yeah, okay. Whatever. Anyhow. Yeah, I've got an early bootleg of it there on the shelf with the swastikas and all. Not a big deal, really. But the new re-release is, yeah, indeed censored. No swastikas and who knows whatever else. But anyhow, great freaking album. Great, great, great album. Classic Japanese punk hardcore with metal influences, if you ask me. So yeah, wanted this on every format just because of what it is. Cassette right here, awaiting the LP and CD. Anyhow, so from Nuclear War Now, I ended up getting another copy of the Beherit's Oath of Black Blood LP. Now, here's the thing. This is the regular black LP version of it, hence the sticker. At the same time I ordered this, I attempted to order the picture disc, which also came out, but unfortunately Nuclear War Now had sold completely out of the picture disc. I was so upset, but anyhow, if they do get it back in, or if Howells gets it back in or whatever, I will definitely scoop up another copy of the picture disc. Again, much like that Hellhammer Apocalyptic Raids album, again, the re-release of this was very extremely anticipated, and I know in weeks and months to come and years to come that there's going to be something very extremely special. In fact, there already is about this album right here. So I've already opened my other copy. You probably saw it on my other video. Now this is my collection purpose album right here. Thank you very much. Anyhow, get it while the getting's good. Okay, secondly, I didn't have this one. Remember Axe Grinder? No, they're not an Amoebix wannabe, but in the same vein, Axe Grinder, classic album, Rise of the Serpent Men. And, oh, Peaceville, yeah, Peaceville put this out. Wow, interesting. So yeah, Axe Grinder. Now, did I say it right? Yeah, I know I said it right. Rise of the Serpent Men, classic album, crusty, doomy, in the same vein as the Amoebix. Definitely. I saw the Amoebix play here in Toronto many years back. It was a good show. Definitely a good show. Inside just comes with the Peaceville insert catalog right there. Okay. And let's check it out. So they took out the actual LP and sleeve for shipping purposes, which, okay. I still kind of sort of don't understand that, but then again I do. I don't know. Anyways, there's the insert right there, the sleeve. And there's the back of it right there, lyrics. And we have the album on, yep, sure enough. Classic black wax right there. Center labels. Great freaking album. Just put it on and just sit back and listen to it, man. Really doomy, really crusty, just really good. Like raw. Axe Grinder. Rise of the Serpent Men. Which I think I also have this on CD. I'm not even sure about that, but I do have some Axe Grinder on CD and LP, but I knew I didn't have this one right here. There's the back of the LP, actually. There's the band. And there it is right there. Peaceville Records right there. Peaceville. Okay, and last but not least, from Nuclear War Now. Now, I was, again, I would say very fortunate to see Rotting Christ play in Toronto here many years back. I don't believe that I was thoroughly impressed with that show for some strange reason. I'm not sure why. But anyhow, I like the early Rotting Christ stuff, and I do own a lot of it on probably every format. Maybe not cassette, I don't know. I don't remember. I got so much music, I can't even remember. But anyhow, I know I didn't have this one. The Abyssic Black Metal album, double LP. Okay, now, what was so special about this one? Read that for a second. Now, what was so special, and a lot of people don't know this, and I didn't until several years ago, that Rotting Christ, before they became like black metal Rotting Christ, were pretty much a crust punk band. Like, seriously. And I've searched for that 7-incher for years, to no avail. And finally, I believe it's on here. The Other Side of Life from 1989, just before they became Rotting Christ, the black metal band. That's their crusty punk rock stuff right there, which is really amazing, man. They did it really good. This contains pretty much everything I've already got. The Promo 95, Satanis Tedium 89, AIDS Wins 92, Dawn of the Iconoclast 92, Split with Monumentum 91. I don't know if I have this one. Fenmis Mistress Rehearsal 89. I'm not even sure. I don't really care, but it's from the 80s, so this is Rotting Christ in their freaking prime, man. This was the shit. And this pretty much, hopefully, completes my Rotting Christ collection, unless, of course, one day I stumble across that 7-incher of the old stuff, the crusty stuff. But anyhow, had to have this one. So yeah, I won't be looking into any more Rotting Christ for a while, unless, whatever, that old one comes about. And my motto as a collector, and it should be yours too, that if you're willing to wait, it'll come around. And for me, it's true. I've waited, it's come around. Everything I've probably ever wanted in music and, well, in other aspects of life, has come around. If you're willing to wait, it'll come around. And it always does. So there we go. Rotting Christ. Abyssic Black Metal. I'm going to spin this one tonight, actually. Yeah. Alright. So anyhow, I'm all out of straight up bourbon. Straight up! So I guess that's the end of the video right there. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the stuff. And I got some more videos coming at you. And if you like this, like, share, and subscribe. Give me a couple thumbs up, will you? And we'll see you on the next video.